Picture this, you're lying in bed next to Sean Diddy Combs, the music mogul who's built an empire out of beats and business. Then your phone lights up with a video that turns your stomach, a clip that could unravel everything he's worked for. That's exactly where Jane, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, found herself in 2024, when a 2016 hotel surveillance video hit the internet like a tidal wave. Testifying anonymously in his 2025 trial, she called the moment eerie, like the world shifted under them. The footage, first dropped by CNN, allegedly showed Diddy wrapped in just a towel, chasing his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura down a hotel hallway, striking her and hurling an object her way. Jane said the air got thick with tension as Diddy's phone started blowing up, his inner circle scrambling to figure out how to handle the fallout. It wasn't a moment of reflection, it was pure panic. What made that video so explosive wasn't just what it showed, but what it meant. For years, Diddy was untouchable, a name synonymous with glitz, power, and chart-topping hits. But this clip cracked that image wide open, exposing a side of him the public hadn't seen or maybe didn't want to. Jane's testimony painted a vivid picture. Diddy wasn't grappling with guilt or regret in that moment. Instead, he was in damage control mode, huddling with his team, firing off calls, and trying to spin the narrative before it spiraled. She recalled overhearing hushed talks about handling the press and crafting a response, while she distanced herself, shaken by what she'd just seen. The video wasn't just a scandal. It was a spark that lit up years of whispers about Diddy's behavior, from his relationships to his parties. And it left everyone wondering, how would he face the world now? The fallout was instant and brutal. Social media erupted, with fans and critics tearing into Diddy, some calling for accountability, others shocked that their idol could be tied to something so ugly. Jane said she watched him pace, his usual swagger replaced by a frantic energy as he tried to stay ahead of the headlines. But the video was everywhere, reposted, dissected, debated. It wasn't just a bad day. It was a turning point that dragged Diddy's name into a courtroom, facing charges like racketeering and worse. And while the world raged, Diddy's next move would only stir up more questions. Would he own up to it or try to bury it? His answer came in a way no one expected. How do you apologize for something the whole world's seen, something that can't be undone? After that shocking 2016 hotel video of Sean Diddy Combs allegedly attacking Cassie Ventura blew up online, he had to face the music. In a now-deleted video, Diddy tried to get ahead of the storm, admitting he'd hit rock bottom and calling his actions inexcusable. He spoke about reflecting on his darkest times, but to many, it felt like a script written by his PR team, not his heart. Jane, his ex-girlfriend who was there when the video dropped, didn't buy it. Testifying in court, she called the apology underwhelming, like it was more about saving his brand than owning up to the pain he caused. The words were there, but the soul behind them, that's what left people skeptical. The public's reaction was swift and unforgiving. On X, fans and critics tore into Diddy's statement, with many pointing out how it seemed to dodge the full weight of what the video showed. Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, went further, dropping a powerful open letter that didn't hold back. He called out men who hurt women, saying they don't deserve the title of man, and his words hit hard, racking up thousands of shares. People weren't just upset about the video, they felt Diddy's apology was a weak attempt to gloss over years of rumors about his behavior. By pulling the video offline soon after, he only fueled the fire, making it look like he was running from the truth rather than facing it. Was this remorse or just damage control? That question hung heavy as the trial unfolded. Jane's testimony gave a glimpse into Diddy's mindset. She said he was more focused on controlling the narrative than grappling with what he'd done. While the world demanded accountability, Diddy's inner circle was reportedly brainstorming ways to spin the story, from crafting posts to managing media. The apology didn't just fail to calm the storm. It became a lightning rod, drawing attention to other stories bubbling up from his past. If this was his shot at redemption, it missed the mark. And what came next would only deepen the suspicion that there was more to this story than a single bad moment. What if that 2016 hotel video wasn't just a one-off, but a glimpse into something much darker? Long before the world saw Diddy chasing Cassie Ventura down a hallway, another story from 2010 hinted at a troubling pattern. During Grammy weekend, Cassie's makeup artist, Mila Morales, witnessed something that still haunts her. After a night that started at a star-studded party at Prince's house and ended in a hotel room with Diddy, Mila found Cassie in a state that stopped her cold. Cassie's eye was swollen, her lip busted, with visible knots on her head, marks of a violent encounter. Mila described the moment as chaos, her heart racing as she tried to help her friend. It wasn't just a bad night. It was a red flag that something was seriously wrong. Mila's testimony in Diddy's 2025 trial painted a vivid picture of fear and silence. She took Cassie to her own home to recover, even bringing in a doctor friend to check on her. But when the doctor urged Cassie to go to a hospital, she refused. Why? The shadow of Diddy's influence loomed large. Mila admitted she didn't call the police either, paralyzed by fear of what Diddy could do. His power in the industry wasn't just fame, it was control, the kind that kept people quiet. This wasn't about one incident, it suggested a cycle of behavior that went unchecked for years. And Cassie wasn't the only one carrying scars from those moments. The 2010 incident hit the courtroom like a bombshell, making people wonder how many other stories stayed buried. Mila's account didn't just echo the 2016 video, it amplified it, showing a side of Diddy that went beyond a single bad decision. Whispers of other allegations started creeping into the conversation, from exes to industry insiders, all pointing to a pattern that wasn't easy to ignore. The trial was peeling back layers, and each one felt heavier than the last. But this was just the start. Darker secrets tied to Diddy's infamous parties were about to take center stage. What really went down at Diddy's so-called freak-off parties? These aren't your typical Hollywood bashes, they're at the heart of some of the most explosive allegations in Sean Diddy Combs' 2025 trial. Cassie Ventura, his former girlfriend, dropped a bombshell in court, claiming she was pressured into these events, where things got wild and deeply uncomfortable. She described nights orchestrated by Diddy, filled with intense encounters that left her feeling trapped. Another ex, testifying as Jane, backed this up, saying most of her intimate moments with Diddy involved other men while he watched. These weren't just parties, they were setups, and the stories paint a picture of control that's got everyone talking. But here's the catch: these are allegations, and the truth is still being untangled. Diddy's defense team has a different spin, and it's stirring up major debate. They argue Cassie wasn't forced into anything, pointing to tapes they claim show her as a willing participant, even in control. They're framing these freak-offs as consensual, part of a lifestyle she embraced. But critics aren't buying it, calling this a blatant attempt to shift blame onto Cassie. On X, fans are split. Some see her as a victim breaking free, others question why she stayed so long. The controversy isn't just about what happened, it's about power, consent, and how stories get twisted. Reports suggest these events went on for years, even as investigations closed in, raising questions about how much was hidden from the public eye. The freak-off allegations have turned Diddy's trial into a cultural lightning rod. They've sparked rumors about who else might have been involved, big names, hush deals, maybe even cover-ups. While nothing's proven, the buzz is relentless, with posts online hinting at secret tapes and elite circles. Jane's testimony added fuel, describing Diddy's reaction when she got emotional during one event. He seemed annoyed, not concerned. It's a detail that sticks, suggesting a man more focused on his desires than the people around him. As the trial digs deeper, these stories are opening doors to even bigger questions. Could this case stretch beyond New York, maybe even across borders? Could Diddy's legal troubles be spiraling far beyond the US? Whispers are growing louder that Sean Diddy Combs' 2025 trial might not stay confined to New York, with rumors pointing to accusations from across the globe. One claim making waves comes from an Austrian journalist who alleges Diddy assaulted her on a tour bus in Vienna years ago. It's a shocking story, still unverified, but it's got people buzzing about whether more international allegations could surface. The idea of Diddy's influence and his controversies reaching overseas adds a wild twist to an already explosive case. If these reports hold any weight, they could turn this trial into something much bigger than anyone expected. The Vienna accusation isn't the only thing fueling speculation. Posts on X are swirling with talk of other potential incidents tied to Diddy's global travels, from Europe to Asia. Nothing's been confirmed, but the chatter's relentless. Some say there could be more victims, others hint at hush money or buried stories. It's the kind of rumor mill that thrives on mystery, and Diddy's larger-than-life persona only makes it juicier. His team hasn't addressed these claims directly, but the silence is deafening, leaving fans and critics to piece together what might have happened. If even one of these stories gains traction, it could shift the trial's focus and paint Diddy's empire in a whole new light. This global angle has people glued to their screens, wondering just how far Diddy's reach and his troubles extend. The Austrian claim, though unproven, fits a pattern of allegations that keep piling up, each one raising the stakes. Could there be more witnesses waiting to speak out? Are there tapes or documents still hidden? The trial's already a circus, but an international scandal would crank up the drama to new heights. And just when you think it can't get crazier, another question pops up. Who else might be tangled in Diddy's world? Are some of the biggest names in Hollywood and sports caught up in Diddy's drama? As Sean Diddy Combs' 2025 trial unfolds, rumors are flying about celebrity connections to his world, and they're hard to ignore. Whispers from court chatter and X posts have tossed out names like Michael Jordan, with some claiming he and other A-listers might be linked to Diddy's infamous parties or business dealings. Let's be clear, there's no solid proof tying these stars to anything shady, but the speculation's running wild. Diddy's orbit has always been star-studded, so it's no shock that people are digging for dirt, wondering who knew what and when. This trial's not just about Diddy, it's turning into a magnet for gossip about the elite. The buzz around these celebrity ties is fueled by Diddy's larger-than-life reputation. For decades, he's rubbed shoulders with everyone from rappers to NBA legends, hosting events where the guest list read like a who's who of fame. Jane's testimony about those freak-off parties only cranked up the curiosity. Could other big names have been there? Posts online are packed with theories, some saying secret tapes might reveal familiar faces, others guessing at hush-hush settlements. It's all unverified, but the public's eating it up, with hashtags and threads dissecting every rumor. The idea that Diddy's downfall could drag others with him keeps viewers hooked, turning this case into a pop culture puzzle. This celebrity angle isn't just juicy, it's divisive. Some fans defend their idols, arguing they're being unfairly dragged into Diddy's mess, while others demand transparency, wondering if the industry's been hiding more than we think. The trial's high-profile nature makes every rumor feel like a bombshell, even without evidence. And it's not slowing down, each day seems to bring a new name or theory into the mix. Could these connections, real or not, reshape how we see the entertainment world? That's what keeps people talking, and it's leading to an even wilder question. Could Diddy's next move involve someone with serious power? Could a political favor let Sean Diddy Combs slip out of one of the biggest trials of 2025? That's the wild theory buzzing across X, where some posts claim Diddy might be banking on a pardon from none other than Donald Trump. It started with a quip from 50 Cent, who reportedly joked that if Trump were to step in, he'd have some choice words for him. It's all speculation, mind you, nothing's backed by evidence, but the idea of Diddy dodging justice through high-powered connections has set the internet ablaze. Fans are split, with some scoffing at the notion and others wondering if Diddy's influence could really reach that far. In a trial already dripping with drama, this rumor's like throwing fuel on a fire. The public's reaction is a mix of fury and fascination. On X, you'll find threads tearing into the idea of a pardon, with users calling it a slap in the face to Cassie Ventura and others who have come forward. Hashtags like Justice for Cassie are trending as people demand accountability, arguing that no amount of fame or connections should shield Diddy from the allegations of racketeering and worse. But there's another side. Some argue he's being targeted, pointing to his status as a black mogul in a system quick to take down its own. The debate's heated, with every new post adding to the chaos. It's not just about Diddy anymore. It's about what justice looks like when power and politics get involved. This pardon talk, even if it's just gossip, shows how Diddy's trial has gripped the world. Every rumor, whether it's about secret tapes or elite allies, keeps people glued to the story, waiting for the next twist. The outrage isn't slowing down, and neither is the speculation. Could a deal really be in the works, or is this just another wild theory? As the trial rolls on, one thing's clear. The stakes are higher than ever, and the world's watching to see what Diddy's next move will be.